So still on deload for bench. And today I was actually at a different gym than you normally see me at. Normally I'm at Rise Athletic Club in Gurnee, Illinois. Today I was working out at the Unit Strength Training Facility, which is in Lindenhurst, Illinois. I actually work at this gym. So I do coaching some mornings and nights at this gym. I teach some classes. It's such an amazing facility. The reason I'm not here more often is because simple things like their dumbbells just don't go as high and they don't have as many machines. Really like to take advantage of the machines for accessory work. But the equipment here is second to none. So you see I'm benching on a ghost rack. This is actually with a Duffalo bar. So today we're doing Duffalo bar plus orange bands. And I worked up to a 350 single, which was pretty easy. And then we did 303 pounds, 4x4 back downs. I did have some pain in one of my shoulders, and honestly, I think it's just like I slept on it wrong. I was cuddling with my dog, and sometimes that's how it is. As a coach, I often have to explain that to people. Like powerlifting in general, probably strongman training too. Like you're gonna be in pain some of the time, and I know it can be hard to negotiate figuring out what's acceptable amounts of pain, what's not, what's an injury, what's, a tweak, and what you should work through. And the truth of the matter is I take ibuprofen a lot of times. I try to kill the inflammation, and just to get through the sessions. And I know there's probably downsides to that too. You're messing with your inflammation reactions inside your body. So it's not the best strategy long term. And I use things like BPC 157, other peptides, just to kind of keep the inflammation down and keep myself working. I'm also 39 years old, about to turn 40. So, some of my joints and things like that have just been through a lot. And I've been powerlifting since I started powerlifting in 2010. But I've been lifting since I was 12. And I've taken time off from heavy lifting, but during that time, I was in the military. And so, I've put a lot of wear and tear on my body. So yeah, you're just definitely going to have days where some things hurt. That being said, all these reps still went pretty well, as it should. It was a deload day. So, nothing too bad. Now, the nice thing about the Duffalo bar, and I think I had another day what I posted on here where I was using the Yukon bar, is you can see you can actually get below parallel with the bar. So you can get that off the chest speed going, which is really nice. I've never really used it that much, so it'll be experimental with this prep to see if I feel that much stronger off my chest. And you can see here, this was one of the back downs. I basically just did 3 AMRAPs with 90-pound dumbbells on about a 45-pound incline. The unit's dumbbells only go up to 90 pounds, so, just doing 3 AMRAPs was the best way to be productive with these, and, it felt pretty good. And there was no shoulder pain, weirdly enough, on doing incline dumbbell like there was with the regular bench, which was cool. Now, the unit has one of the best setups for the seal row. This is the Rogue seal row setup. I freaking love this thing with the built-in cambered bar. It is a 40-pound bar, so this was 250 pounds, and you can see I flop around like a seal. That's why they're called seal rows, right? But these are awesome, and my upper back strength is definitely something that I'm known for, so it's fun to go heavy with these. I did 2 sets. I think both sets ended up being about 8 reps. Super challenging. I also probably didn't take the best warm-up strategy. I basically just did some 90-pound lat pull-downs first, and then jumped straight to 250. I mean, it went fine, but I probably wouldn't recommend that as an overall warm-up strategy for doing seal rows. I'd probably start with a plate, do a set, maybe take 2 warm-ups before that. And then this is what we've been doing for grip work. Super, super simple. Just load up a bar with weight. This is 385, just doing double overhand static holds. I did that for about 20 seconds or something like that. And then from there, I did 315 for a minute, and that was it for the day.